inspiration for the collection is really inspired by the 60s, the fashion icons of style from the 1960s.
It's been like a 3-month therapy session. It's been draining and we've all poured our heart and soul into it, but I think it made for a better collection. It made for real clothes.
Most of our brides, I think, look at their wedding day as a day to be classic and elegant.
Her gowns are phenomenal this year. I mean, they're full of romantic details.
The inspiration for the collection today for spring 2018 is really inspired by the 60s, the fashion icons of style from the 1960s. So you'll notice with the hair and the makeup, there's a tremendous inspiration from that period, and then with the styling of the gowns to the glamour, from the very simple gowns to the more flamboyant ball gowns.
Fashion icons like Jackie Kennedy, Bridget Bardot, but you'll see a lot of the bodice necklines are reminiscent of 60s fashion styles. We have a lot of luxurious beaded embroidery that you're going to see throughout the line. We have several French laces, lots of layered tulles, silk organzas. And then we use the Mikado scuba, which is a fairly new fabric for us, for a lot of our architectural seam dresses.
You'll almost never see us do pure white. We do the layers, as Sean was talking about, of tulle to create different colors of ivory. Might be blush, might be undertones of candlelight, porcelain, but you get many layers like watercolors to create that look that reads as white or ivory, but it's not.
And what's your favorite?
Oh, that's really a tough one, because this entire collection was one of my favorites we've ever done in almost 20 years. But this actually happens to be one of my favorites because it's just simply beautiful. It really relies on the architectural lines and very figure flattering, but still very ladylike and modest and refined.
I think my favorite is it's a gown that's made in the same fabric of the Mikado scuba, but when you see it during the show, it has an off-the-shoulder swag, but also very fitted architectural seams in the dress, but it definitely gives a nod to the 60s.
Refined, polished girl. She was the one who admires Audrey Hepburn and Jacqueline Kennedy, who's classic, timeless, and forever in style.
It started a couple months ago. I kind of came out on my personal Instagram with a personal struggle that I've been dealing with for years and years about an eating disorder that I've been going through for probably 18 years. And I just got to a place where I was ready to kind of open up about it. I never told anybody, and something just came over me where I was ready to kind of talk about it. And I'd never done that before. And somebody saw it and asked me to write a piece for Harper's Bazaar, and I did, and that was kind of the launching pad. And I just am at a point where I don't want to do pointless anymore. And how do I apply that to clothing? And I was kind of at this crossroads where I was like, I don't want to send models on a runway. And how do I apply that to my next show? I'm getting ready for the next collection. And when the article came out, the day got such amazing feedback and such an outpouring that it was kind of like this aha moment where I was like, okay, this is what I got to do. And I looked at Kate, who's my best friend, my PR director, my right hand, and we just looked at each other and we're like, this is what it's got to be. Like, we've got to continue this message and try and help people. We kind of made a list, and we reached out to these 9 girls, 10 including me on the list that were our first choice. That kind of made up this mix, and they were all Houghton girls. They're all like tried and true Houghton girls over the years. Some girls I've known for 9 years now, and they responded within 5 minutes. They didn't know what it was, but they were like, we're in no matter what, and that was it. I didn't even have a full-formed idea of what the film was, but I was like, we're going to do a film, and it's based on this article, and are you guys in? And this is how I'm going to show the collection. And they were like, yeah, and they're like, count us in. They didn't even question it. And I said, okay, you guys are going to have to spill your guts, and I want to, collaborate with you on making clothes. And they were like, yeah, let's do it. So that's what we did. It's been like a 3-month therapy session. It's been draining, and we've all poured our heart and soul into it, but I think it made for a better collection. It made for real clothes. We created, I collaborated with each woman on their looks. Yeah, and it just, I think, made for the best collection I've made yet because it had heart and soul behind it, and it had meaning.
So we're pretty good friends with the whole Houghton crew. We train the designer, Katherine, and also her colleague, Kate, 2 to 4 times a week. So we got pretty close with helping them in their fitness journey, and we became really close friends.
I'm wearing this silk gown that is super sexual. We got to help design and focus on our favorite body parts, and I work really hard to have really strong legs. So I got this super high slit up the side, which is awesome.
My dress is also silk. It's very sexual. It's very open right here, as you can see. Legs as well. I work very hard, and my back. And it's tequila.
I'm wearing a blue sequined dress. I'm not sure what the name of it is, actually.
Dara.
Yeah. This is called the Dara. What I love about this dress is it's super sleek. It's semi-sheer. It's really sexy. There's a cute little cutout in the back, too. It shows off parts of my body that I'm super proud of. Shows off the ink in my shoulders. And it's really fun to wear.
I mean, I think that training Katherine has been such a fun time for all of us, and getting to know her and being part of her coming out and sharing her story with everyone, and then in her knowing us, us sharing stories with her. It's just, we became so close, and it just being a part of this project is so awesome, because even in the Harper's piece she spoke about being around the dog pound females, and she was talking about us, which is really awesome to know that we helped Katherine, to love herself more, which is great.
And it's good to be part of, because we are the girls at the dog pound. We like the strong girls, and it's cool to show that we also have the feminine side. We also wear dresses. We put lipstick on, and we go outside like everybody else. It's so cool.
fact that each one has each girl's like heart, like I said, heart and soul into it, and they each collaborated with me, it just makes it the most special thing I've ever done.
Today's collection started with our new tabletop book. It's a new edition from Oleg Cassini, The Wedding Dress. So we are celebrating our classic timeless elegance, our current looks, and what we're looking at in the future. The spirit, the heritage, the legacy of Oleg Cassini lives on in the collection in each stitch and choice that we're making. We're all collectively trying to uphold that vigorous and fantastic joie de vivre that Oleg Cassini had. Keeping the silhouette simple, clean, elegant, romantic. We have a lot of bows. We have a lot of homage to the heritage of Oleg Cassini as the official couturier for Jacqueline Kennedy during the White House years. One of our standout dresses this season is the Cloud, and it is a blue chiffon dress that it has a built-in bodice, a party dress with a beautiful overlaid with sleeves, encrusted lace with crystals, and that is a two-in-one dress, so it's quite unique for us and we like it very much. the spirit of Oleg Cassini, the energy of the design, is what makes you feel your best. So his concept was the dress is the envelope for the body. So if you're a kind of girl who likes to wear a jacket like I'm wearing, then we have a look that corresponds to that girl. Most of our brides, I think, look at their wedding day as a day to be classic and elegant.
Okay, so we came up with something collaborating with Sarah that was very soft and feminine, but not anything that took away from the dresses, but just added to it. We did a voluminous ponytail to the side, and it's twisted in the back. And then we put a few little flowers in the back for adornments. It's really gorgeous.
Today we're doing an incredible look for Sarah Jassir. We came up together with a nice concept when it's all mysterious, a little bit purple, a little bit touch of mysterious makeup, beautiful sexy eyes, and very nude lipstick. And that's it. We are very excited.
So Sarah came to me with the idea of the secret garden, and I was so excited because what better way to give a fairy tale to the people who are watching this show.
It comes from Secret Gardens, it comes from children books, it comes from a place is a magic and fairy tales is existed.
phenomenal this year. I mean, they're full of romantic details. So we tried to do the same thing with the flowers and the garden look that you'll see on the runway.
I used a lot of lace and in the very new way, and I mix the lace together. This is the hand painting silk. They printed on the hand painting to make that fairy tale theme comes together. The girls very confident, they're really comfortable with their body, and they want to make a statement.